So hello everyone, my name is Javier Sanfat and today I'll be presenting my analysis on KFC store performance in Netherlands. The goal of this presentation is to understand why some KFC stores perform better than others and how data-driven decisions can help improve sales, customer satisfaction and overall business access. I'll explain the problem, the data used, key insights from the data and finally practical recommendation for KFC. So as you can see on the first slide, the business context and core problem. So KFC operates in a highly competitive fast food market in the Netherlands. Despite having the same food, same menu, same brand and the pricing strategy, not all stores perform equally well. And why is that? Some stores generates very high monthly sales while others struggle. So main question we are trying to answer is what factors drive monthly sales performance across KFC stores in the Netherlands? Understanding this helps KFC improve underperforming stores, allocate resources more effectively, strengthen competitive advantages. So the data overview. To answer this question, as you can see on the first slide, we used to store level data set with 10 KFC locations. Let me briefly explain the key variables from the datasheet. So first, monthly sales. Monthly sales is total revenue per store. Store size is physically size of the store, of the outlet. Staff count, number of employees and marketing spend, monthly promotional budget. Customer satisfaction score based on feedback and surveys. Location type, urban, suburban or rural. Competitor count, number of nearby competitors, like we have also the Burger King, the McDonald's. They also make burgers and chickens too. The food menu are the same. And the online integration, level of digital ordering, low, medium, high. This data helps us analyze both operational and market related factors. So that's slide 3. Observation from the data. Now let's look at some clear patterns from the dataset. As you can see the datasheet on the screen, urban stores like 3 and 7 have sales above 1,60,000 US dollar. Rural stores have much lower and less, around 75,000 to 85,000 US dollars. This suggests that food, traffic and population density play a major role. Store size and staff matter. Larger stores with more staff tend to generate higher sales. More staff means faster service, good behavior, shorter queues and better customer experience and their feedback too. Marketing spend impact sales. Stores spending 13,000 to 15,000 on marketing show stronger performance. Low marketing spend is linked with weaker sales. This shows that local promotions and visibility matter. And the 4th point is customer satisfaction is strongly linked to revenue. High performing stores have satisfaction scores of 42 to 45. Lower performing stores across score below 38, and the happy customers returns more often. They come back to our stores and they order more food and they give good reviews. That really helps our sales margin. And recommended the store. Use delivery apps more frequently. KFC does have a personal app to order something from home, so they don't need the extra apps like Transversal and the Uber. They don't need it, but often they use the main app. The role of digital integration. One very important factor is online integration. Stores with high online integration like mobile ordering, as I mentioned before, delivery performs, click and collect. These stores consistently outperform others. In contrast, stores with low digital integration, mostly in rural areas, show weaker performance because they don't have the proper technology to use those apps and also the services, so they really is under the margin. This confirms that the Dutch consumers prefer digital first experience. In the next slide, as you can see, the competitive environment. Competition also affects performance. Stores with 3 to 4 nearby competitors must work harder to attract customers. However, the strong digital presence and service quality can offset competition. This means competition is a challenge but not a limitation if managed correctly. And the next slide, as you can see, that analytical approach. To analyze the data, we used two main methods. One, descriptive statistics. This helped summarize average sales, differences between urban and rural stores, marketing and staffing patterns. Two is multivariate thinking. Instead of looking at one factor alone, we analyzed how multiple variables interact: store size, staff count, marketing spend, customer satisfaction, digital integration. This approach gives a more realistic business picture. So, in the next slide, key insights. From the analysis, three major insights stand out. One, urban location gives a stronger sales advantages. As you can see in the data sheet I also already showed you, we can see that the urban stores is they're earning much more than rural and the suburban areas. Why is that? Because of the population, of course, and and I guess the rural areas are so much weaker than that because they don't have proper technology, so they are a little bit behind than urban areas. And then two is digital integration significantly boosts performance. And three, customer satisfaction and staffing quality are critical drivers. If the staffs are well educated, they are well behaved, then definitely customer will get a proper service from them. They get much more happier than, so that will definitely help them. The sales success is not based on one single factor, but a combination of operational efficiency and customer experience. And next slide, as you can see, that strategic recommendation. Based on the insights, here are three practical recommendations for KFC Netherlands. 1. Increase digital investment. Improve mobile app usability. 2. Expand delivery partnerships. Like they can be a partner with Transversal, as I mentioned before, and of course the Uber. And we have two more delivery apps before named Gorilla, which is now bankrupt and we are not using that app at all. And then promote online exclusive deals. Like they can promote online, they can use the Facebook platform to promotion their products. They can use the Instagram reels. They can also do it on the YouTube if they found some influencer to make a video for them about that food or a food review. That really helps them to increase the digital investment. And of course, the optimize staffing models. Use data to schedule staff during peak hours. But in the peak hours, KFC has more customers than the other times. So definitely in that time they need more staffs so that they can manage their stores perfectly, and ensure enough staff to reduce waiting time. So sometimes it happens that if I order something and I have to wait 30 to 35 minutes, and it's so much because it might there might be a reason that I'm in a hurry. I need the food as soon as possible, but because of the less staff, we cannot manage that. So definitely we need more staff, enough staff to maintain that, to reduce the waiting time. Focus on service, speed and accuracy. Of course, it really matters. The chefs needs to be more accurate, more punctual, more dedicated about their job, so that they can do it more perfectly. And 3, improve customer experience. Regular staff training, focus on friendliness and consistency, monitor customer feedback closely. These actions directly target the key drivers of sales performance. Now we are talking about Milo 3, which is team collaboration and interpersonal skills. Well, for this project, I worked in a small team analyzing sales performance across KFC stores in the Netherlands using multiple business variables. My primary role in the team was a data analyst and coordinator. I was responsible for interpreting the data set, identifying meaningful patterns, and helping the team connect data insights with practical business explanations that could be clearly communicated in the presentation. As you can see on the screen, I'm already attached this presentation slide on the screen. So a significant teamwork challenge occurred during the analysis phase. We had a disagreement about which variables were the most important drivers of sale performance. Some team members strongly believed that physical factors such as store size and urban location were the dominant influences. Others argued that customer satisfaction and digital integration, such as online ordering and delivery platforms, played a more critical role. Because these perspectives were quite different, the discussion becomes circular and slowed our progress. At this point, the team risked producing an analyzing that was either too narrow or poorly structured. This situation required effective communication and coordination to ensure that all perspectives were considered while still moving the project forward. In the last slide, as you can see, to address this challenge, I took several specific actions. First, I focused on active listening. I encouraged each team member to clearly explain their viewpoint without interruption. This helped reduce tension and ensured that everyone felt respected and involved in the decision making process. Next, I summarized the discussion by clearly outlining the two main positions with the team. This helped us that the disagreement was not personal but analytical. Then I suggested that instead of continuing to debate opinions, we should use the data as a neutral decision making tool. Together, we reviewed the sales figures alongside customer satisfaction scores and levels of online integration. This allowed us to evaluate which variables showed stronger and more consistent patterns across stores. Based on this, I proposed a practical solution dividing the analysis into two parts. One focusing on operational and location based factors, and the other on customer experience and digital factors, and then integrating them into a single balanced model. There was also an important followership moment for me. Another team member suggested presenting our findings using storytelling approach rather than a purely technical one. Although my initial preferences was for a more data heavy presentation, I accepted this idea because it clearly improved clarity and audience engagement. The impact of these actions was very positive. We reached a decisions more quickly, improved the structure and clarity of our presentation, and straightened collaboration within the team. From this experience, I learned that effective teamwork is not only about contributing expertise but also facilitating understanding, managing disagreement constructively, and knowing when to lead and when to follow. There are skills I will initially apply in future team based projects, hopefully. Thank you for listening. That's all about my presentation. Thank you so much. If you have any question, you can ask me.